Recluse is up next. Recluse.
All right, the iconic OTG, it says. What wasn't it called? It's not just the iconic Recluse, though, is it? It's
the Kanu or Kanu.
Kanu.
And that's actually the
shape?
The shape.
Well, because it does look like
it comes in 10 sizes, and I was reading, and I don't know how true it is, because maybe he's a liar, but it says that this is the only time in the entire world that they've ever made this shape.
Oh, okay.
It's like first ever. So.
Okay, so you can see the shape. It's very Canoe-esque.
Canoe-esque? I thought we didn't do stuff like that.
Canoe-esque? What? Kind of smells sweet to me. A little bit of sweet tobacco going on.
Yeah, you know what? It might have a little bit of cinnamon.
Okay, I could smell some spice. Some I don't know if it's cinnamon, but something. All right, so something sweet. It's kind of nice.
Yeah. It's got that little pigtail on the end too.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to try and rip that off or not. Yeah, I'll try and rip it off.
If you screwed up, we're not doing the review.
Alright, well the pigtail's gone. I got the draw out of it. Wiggle it a little bit. Twist it, there you go. Twist it, there you are. Just flick it out, there we are.
You know what's funny about it? I take a little cold draw. Not so good?
Ugh.
I really like the cold draw, but it's funny. It's almost got like a smoky quality to it. There, you smoke. Here, what's the phone? You smoke a lot of meat, you know.
I don't know. I don't know what there's a weird taste to me that I don't know that I necessarily like.
Alright, well.
But it reminds me of. It reminds me of the way, like, trash smells when you have to take it out.
God. I'm not getting rotten or trash.
Okay. Well, I'm getting rotten.
Well, let's light it up and see what happens.
All right.
See, I broke from tradition today, and I'm using this cigar.
Oh, okay.
Thick smoke. You don't like it, are you?
I want to try it. Ugh. It smells good. The smoke smells good. And it is very thick smoke. It's. Yeah. I mean, that's. Maybe I should hold it up where the camera can see it. That might be nice. I don't know if you
I don't think anyone see this.
I don't think you can see that. There we go. There's a little bit of smoke coming off the camera there. Look at that. Man, I'm not good at this podcast thing yet. The one thing I will say about it is when you rip that little pigtail off, it's got a very, very tiny draw. The where you get the draw from, but it's not tight. It's not hard to get a draw, but it's kind of different where it's so small.
Interestingly enough about this cigar, when they roll most cigars, they fold the tobacco, the filler, and lights went out. They fold it and then they put it in the binder and then they put it in the wrapper. They've rolled the tobacco leaves inside, and it takes a little bit longer to make, a little more time consuming, but that helps with the draw.
Okay, I could see that. It's a very tiny, and I know you can't see that, but it's a very tiny hole that you pull for that pigtail, and it's just it's kind of refreshing to have something that's that small work so well.
You should know all about that.
Well, I guess it kind of reminds me how it would be to smoke out of a pipe. It's like a small little pipe. I don't know what they call those because I'm not a pipe smoker, but that's what it kind of is, like a.
Well, and you know what? I'm getting a lot more of the cinnamon in the draw too in mine. I can't verify whether that was cinnamon or not for me, but the spice I'm not getting anymore. And even how many puffs have we taken of this? And I'm already getting somewhat of an uneven burn off of it. That's something to note too, and it might be because of that canoe shape. We'll just touch it up a little bit here. See what we're working with.
But yeah, it's kind of nice. I've never smoked a pipe before, but I just imagine with the little outlet that you smoke it's kind of nice like that, you know?
Yeah, no, it's a great draw. Burn not so much. Construction-wise, other than that, man, it's really a cool stick. It's really well done.
Yeah, no, it's an interesting stick from the way they, you know, the shape of it and what they do with it.
And considering that it was released at IPCPR in 2012, it's not a well-known stick, I wouldn't think, but I'm liking it.
We're now sort of into the first third.
I'm well past it.
Surprisingly, Arrogant Burner is a very much slower smoker than me, and you're further into this smoke than I am. What's the deal, man?
I'm loving this cigar. It's smooth, it's consistent, little bit of cinnamon on a draw. Man, it is a damn good stick.
It's whatever for me. I mean, it hasn't gotten any kind of... I really do not taste that cinnamon whatsoever. I smelt that there was maybe some spice in it, and it still smells like it if you smell the wrapper. I'm just not really tasting anything that's really that great in it right now. It's just kind of a very bland cigar for me.
You know what I'm getting? It's like the fall aroma, man. It's like cinnamon, nutmeg, maybe like those type of spices. It's spicy, but it's not super spicy. It doesn't even... I don't even taste the spice when you're not smoking it. And it's not... I hesitate to use the word spice, but that's what it is. I mean, cinnamon's like a spice, but it's not spicy like you think of red pepper. I am really liking this stick.
And I'm not getting any kind of complex flavors out of it other than just... it's just a cigar to me. I hit... Something to note too is I hit a point where I put my lips on the wrapper because I just tasted it again. There's a really bitter taste coming out of it, almost like the oils that come up from the tobacco or something, or just, I don't know what it is. I'm not sure exactly what it is, but it's a little wonky for me. So I guess once we hit halfway, we'll get into the big thick part of the stick, and then we'll be back to let you know what's going on with it.
Yeah, see you at half.
You're a little bit more again. I'm really surprised that you're smoking as fast as you are.
Really. I put up on my bald head, but you see better. I'm really liking it, dude. It's consistent. Just that little bit of the, and I hate to say this, it's a little bit of the earthy type spices. You know, like your cinnamons and your nutmegs and your Thanksgiving type spices.
You're out of the website. Get out. I just keep getting this horrid bitter taste right on the end where I'm drawing, right on the head. It's not for me. It's definitely not for me. The stick itself is not bad. The smoke that you get from it and the taste of the smoke and everything is pretty much everything you're saying. I mean, it is very consistent. The flavor is consistent and hasn't really changed. I did a resuscitation on it, and it got a little bit better back to the point where it started. But it is just not that good. And you know what it tastes like to me, and no one's going to be able to relate to this because nobody had this experience before me. But when I was in like 4th grade...
This will be good.
Listen, just bear with me. When I was in 4th grade, I was in the cafeteria, and we got our trays, and we sat down. And I don't remember what I was exactly eating, but I remember the dessert was a cookie, a chocolate chip cookie. So I ate the cookie, and at the end, there was what looked like a chocolate chip sitting in the chocolate chip cookie part. So I was like, oh, sweet, another chocolate chip. So I picked it up and ate it, and I'm pretty sure that it was either A, a bug, or B, the lunch lady's mole that had fallen off. I don't know. It was bad. It tasted horrible.
So it tastes like either a bug or a mole.
And it's not the smoke itself, but that little bit of flavor I'm getting off of the head when I take a draw every now and then that I think is the tobacco oils coming up. That's what it tastes like. It just tastes bad and bitter to me. as long as you don't get that, I think that you're in for a good smoke, and you must not be getting it because you've not said anything about it at all.
Not at all.
So
nothing at all. It's just I mean I'm super impressed.
And it already went out after I was telling my lunch lady story.
Well, maybe it went out because it was embarrassed.
Maybe it shouldn't taste like a lunch lady's mold. I don't know. And I don't know what it is. I really don't know what it is. And I feel like I have to keep taking puffs so that you people know that I'm actually smoking it. But I really don't want to. I really don't want to take another draw out of this because it's just bad in my opinion.
I got a little bit of the bitterness that he's talking about once. And after that one time, it was great.
That's bad.
Mine was great. I don't know what he's talking about. But for me, the flavor stayed consistent. It's a good steak.
I'm glad somebody likes it. I don't like it. I'm not an iconic leaf recluse guy. I don't think there's any mystery that I don't like it. I didn't smoke it even halfway, and I don't care to smoke it halfway. It's just... but I'm glad you liked it. I'm glad you liked it.
I really enjoyed it. The flavor never changed much. Real cinnamon. Just real cinnamon for me the whole way through. Not oppressive like those, like smoking a cinnamon stick or anything. Just real light on the draw. It was good. Good draw throughout. Good burn throughout. I resuscitated it and it came right back to the original taste.
And for me, it seems like I was smoking like rolled up paper or rolled up cardboard.
Which you've done.
Which I've done the cardboard. But it's just a weird taste to me, and I didn't like it. I mean, I'm glad somebody does. That means at least they're doing something right. Somebody likes it. As far as ratings go, I'm gonna say it's a 3 out of 10 for me, just because there are some redeeming qualities. Like I said, I really like that really flat end that is on the head that you take a draw out of, because it just kind of, I don't know anything about pipes. I've never smoked pipes, but it just seems like it'd be a pipe that I smoke out of. That's how you'd smoke out of a pipe. Another thing, the shape's an interesting thing, and again, the flavors. I agree the flavor's consistent. It's just two different flavors we were getting.
Yeah.
So 3 out of 10 for me for those reasons.
It's a tough one. I'm thinking it's 7.5 out of 10 for me.
Wow.
I know you're surprised, but I really enjoyed the light cinnamon flavor. The draw was great. The burn was great. Construction was great. The light went out, so that's great.
Mood
lighting. Yeah, that's why it gets a 7.5 for me. It's a good cigar. Pick one up. Try it yourself.
I mean, if you can find them, get one and try it. I mean, I'm sure, again, 1 out of 2 people likes it. So even if 50% of the people like it, they're doing something right to 50% of the people.